back. It's going to be a ripper game.
Be a great game, to be fair. You look at Port Melbourne. Like we've been involved with Port Melbourne Juniors at another club today, and I tell you what, they didn't have the technique, but I tell you what they did. They had a lot of hunger, and they wanted a part of it. And I tell you now, I reckon we're going to see the same out there today with Port Melbourne.
It is HUFC TV live and exclusive coverage. Thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, we are ready to both rock and roll here at Catalina Street this afternoon, with Heidelberg getting first use of the footy, heading to the left of screen down towards the social club end of the ground. Adrian Zara stands the leather in midfield. Port in the predominantly white, heading to the right of screen to the southern road end. And we are away and rocking and rolling. Petrie drops one high for Big Alex, who's just finding better and better touch as the season goes along. It's going to be a throw-in. Les Dumbalis, of course, getting his head shaved on HUFC TV this week for the Leukemia Foundation. Biles, the give, down the line. Ibrahim swings it back, long striding Lewis, belts it into the penalty area. Cahill with a turn. The stop was electrifying from Matty Symes. Cahill was alert and ready, and he swiveled, pivoted.
Yeah, the ball played in by Lewis Hall. Found a bit of space, did Cahill. Nice turn, but well down by Matty Symes and away for a corner kick to the Burgers. Good early pressure.
It was 1-0 and on season opening day down to Port Melbourne. Near post cross, glancing header over the bar. Jack Noon in the Harry Noon corner.
Good punch
Double
away.
palm away. Petrie again launches, gets a cannon, handball, and it is called. So handball against Kamal Ibrahim. Heidelberg free kick at the social club end of the ground. Jack Petrie rifles a footer in. How about that, Jack Petrie?
Well, looks like Tommy
face.
Zara, was it?
Zara.
Well, the free kick from Jack Petrie was magnificent.
Across the keeper. Ball's gone right across there, Blakey and Johnny.
Have a look at this.
Now have a look at the free kick. This is absolutely a monster.
Keeper had no idea.
I reckon that was in, wasn't it?
No, touched a little header, little glance.
Yep.
Great ball in, missed the first man out. Zara's made a run across the keeper.
They've given it to Zara, boys. Looks like Zara.
The ball's in the back of that. Keeper knew nothing about it.
Well, either an assist from Jack Petrie with a huge elephant stamp. That was
Zara.
A beauty.
Well, big ass, but I think it's been given to Zara.
So on 10 minutes, now 11, it's 1-0 Heidelberg.
Got to get it in there, 2 versus 1 if you can.
He waits and gives, long striding Lewis,
Zara.
jumping Jack, right foot curler, 9-iron, back spinner, Zara hooks it right across the face of goal. Chris Cuse angles it away. It's a Heidelberg ball from the corner.
And we can see that replay again, boys, of the back pass there. And, well, what was he doing there?
Nearly once. Oops, nearly twice. No, I'm okay. I'm good.
Goodness me.
Ruben Way.
That's a coach killer.
Awkward header.
Oh, lovely back header.
Where it is. Cahill off the post. Was it Tommy Cahill? Lewis, charge down, jumping Jack.
Corner.
Wow, sensational.
Oh, let's have a look at that, boys.
Oh, some moments there.
There's Zara with a lovely back header there. Tommy Cahill, I think it might have come off the post almost. But again, bobbling around, eventually a corner kick.
Pinball machine flying in the 6-yard box.
Well, they could have been 2 or 3 up by this stage, Dougie.
Nearly a quarter hour away, round 14. Windsor Management. It's 1-0 Heidelberg. Corner. Dangerous area. Double punch.
Oof.
Oh, hit by Dumbalis. Oh, JW hooks it in. It's 2-0. Wow, what a start. Les Dumbalis. Shot is cleared, and JW there to take up the loose pickings, and he makes it 2-0.
Double
and
punch.
The bold, brash number 2.
Tell you what, though, boys, I'll give that to Les down there. Great volley, good technique. Kept it down, got it back in the mixer, came back out. Crumbs, finished lovely. Well done by Burgers, like you said, Johnny. Deserved to be up there. Bar Chris and his little mess up at the back. They haven't really had much to do with anything, has he?
Well, this is total domination at the moment. It's sort of almost very reminiscent of the game against Kingston here, where they just made a statement in the first 20, 25 minutes, and they're just all over them. I mean, it's one-way traffic at the moment, boys. Boys, just an interesting little stat for you. That's the 24th goal for the season in the NPL for the Burgers, and of those 24 goals, 11 different goal scorers. So they're really spreading the load around.
Good teamwork.
Ruben Way dragged down in the contest. So it's going to be a free kick to Heidelberg as they tighten the thumb screws on the Sharkies here at Catalina Street this afternoon.
Does Ruben Way set this up, boys?
In the only 2 games completed here this year with the men, they've won both. Jack Petrie having a learner discussion with number 7, Ruben.
Oh, boys, wow.
Wow, that just fizzed through the air, but just wide of the woodwork.
There was a slight variation that time. You could see the boys, just a little touch by Jack Petrie there on the replay, and you're right on. I'll tell you what, he wouldn't have saved that. That was fizzing past.
That was moving. That was moving.
That left a vapour trail as he competes with himself for goal of the season at this point, Joe.
Oh, he's having a private battle.
He really is. Look, I was okay with that one last week, but I think I want to do a bit better this week.
Just keeps upping the ante, doesn't he?
He's amazing, Ruben White.
Tell you what, on target would have been very interesting.
JW. Port come half-heartedly. Dumbalis says goodbye to that. A great ride for your money. 2-0 Heidelberg, 26 minutes played.
Chris
Theodoridis
brought out of position.
Dangerous again.
Yep.
As he takes the second effort.
Yeah, you can see
easily.
No, didn't see that.
Lucky, just getting caught there. Port Melbourne went a bit more intensity. Could have done something with that, but didn't. Heidelberg, here we go up the other end. Touch there by Cahill.
Outside man is Dumbalis. Petrie again.
Referee says the ball's
What happens behind the coach's box stays there.
Yeah, we can see that replay again, boys. Chris Theodoridis getting caught out of position as ball swung in and able to recover well enough, but this could be a little bit of a danger period where they just mentally switch off.
Handball surely against Alan Mulcahy.
There's only one hand.
Pardon?
There's only one hand.
I have no idea where you're going with that.
Only hit one arm.
No, don't get it. If it's a joke, it's not funny.
Instead of 2.
Play on.
It's
only one hand.
27 and a half play. 2-0 Heidelberg lead this round 14 clash thanks to Windsor management. Luke Biles, big broad-shouldered skipper, the Iceman.
Our match day sponsor, Richdale Plastics, of course.
Indeed. Long ball. Cahill, and it loops just over the bar. So they continue to carve out the chances. Tommy Cahill.
Yeah, ball swept in by Luke Biles and climbing well again, and as he's done on numerous occasions this afternoon, was Tommy Cahill. And just over the bar in the end.
Stop and go, Matty Symes. Yes, we did. Richdale Plastics, our match day sponsor, as you mentioned. And Symes taking his time on that. Zara on the deck. Ruben. Portal clear at this time. Ugly clearance though, JW. Round 1. JW goes outside. Look to open the afterburners. Instead, he knocks one high and long. Zara did really well. Great body work. Hooks it back. Cahill's there. Les Dumbalis wants his right boot. Doesn't get it. Chavo,
nice
round 1. Alex,
Oh,
dance
good
steps. Big Alex hits the deck.
Is this the Ruben way? Is this the one? Or Petrie?
Great feet there, Dougie, wasn't it, by Alex Chavo. Made the out of space. You can see they flicked it outside and then got taken down in the tackle.
Just trying to find a yard of space to pull the trigger, just couldn't. I would have fancied some Dumbalis on his right foot, swinging it.
Yeah, his left foot obviously is the more lethal, but geez, they're working them over, aren't they, boys?
Really, look at it. It's threatening to spill over. So, free kick Heidelberg. See just a couple of paces outside the penalty area at the social club end of the ground. It's going to be a Ruben way. What's he brewing? What's he cooking, Ruben? And he clears that one in the last minute. Took a deflection, and at the very, very last moment, Matty Symes was able to palm it round the corner.
Great effort by the keeper that time.
What a great save, left hand down.
Yeah, got the deflection, and he stayed strong with that left arm.
Ruben trundles to take the corner on that far side. It's 2-0 Heidelberg. Threatening once again, double palm away by Symes.
Plenty
Ruben,
of numbers.
round the corner ball, JW. Runs out of runway in the end. Michael Eager clears only as far as Luke Biles. Petrie. Oh, that is a great ball for JW.
Kilsess with a tackle there, boys.
Wow, did you see the ball?
That deserved a goal. The way they played, kept the ball, moved it, little chip over there. What a great ball in there. And JW with a great solid run.
Jack Petrie's been the architect so often in recent weeks, hasn't he? The number 10.
He pulls away ever so well. Gets his 5, gets a couple of yards, receives, looks on. What a great, beautiful ball that was. Good football by the Burgers.
Oh, well,
very confident at the moment.
35 minutes of good footy.
Yep.
Ruben corner, Lewis.
Penal, handball, I'm saying.
Port player goes to ground. That's Mulcahy.
Bit more intensity in Port Melbourne's play at the present moment in time. Ball whipped in, not a bad ball.
Difficult, and Luke Biles did well. He leapt at that to clear it. So Port giving some indications before half-time, and it is a goal. Port not only indicating, not only suggesting, but scoring on 42 minutes.
Papa Dimitri it was, boys, who ghosted in there, and we said this, that was a danger for Heidelberg. Just really a bit lackadaisical, couldn't clear the ball, and nice ball whipped in and clipped in at the front post there.
I tell you what, boys, if you go back to where it started, the boy actually got the ball, done a full circle. No one's closed him down. He's took a touch down the line and picked someone out.
Well, George will be ropeable, the coach, because they've really had control of this game. And we said it, they don't want to switch off, and on 43 minutes, they're back in the game, boys.
Well, we've got game on at Catalina Street now, but, and you know, the thing for Port, to have played.
Oh, Zara's in.
Zara is in and misses.
Mate.
He sent it spinning wide of the far post. So Zara at one end and Michael Eager at the other. Both have missed goals, and that's a huge miss.
Yeah, mistake there by Michael Eager, missing the header, and Zara ghosting in. Might have went across the keeper's goal face and just wide of that right-hand post there, boys.
They're goals. They've got to be goals, boys. Sorry to say.
Well, that would have been a great retort, particularly after conceding, boys.
So we are into the final 60 seconds of regulation time. This afternoon, round 14 NPL action brought to you by Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, game day sponsor Richdale Plastics. It's now Heidelberg 2-1 as Port with a full head of steam right now. Ibrahim and Dumbalis do battle. Right across the face of goal, almost. And in the end, it was Stephen Pace with the timely intervention. Ruben Way, Port really giving it up toward the edge of
he got taken down.
Half Chavo, great spin out of trouble, big Alex. Zara, Alex runs to receive the big number 22. 1 minute of time added on, thanks to the fourth official. Dumbalis sends a missile to the far side of the penalty area, and it's going to be a Port ball. So we are just we're about 55 seconds of stoppage time to come. Gentlemen, you spoke earlier on prematurely, actually, about this is a great time for Port to come back, because not only if they get that goal, they walk into the change rooms at halftime and say, we've played really poorly, but we're in this.
Yeah, a bit of pep in the step, and as I said, they had the good 5 or 10 minute spell there and capped it off with a goal on 43.
35th minute. Change of tempo. Port Melbourne's lifted their game, and I tell you what, they've had a couple of opportunities. Could have been 2-2, or realistically, we could have been 4-2. Taking our chances.
So Chris Theodorides Petropolis inside the last 30 seconds of time added on. Heidelberg lead by 2-1. And that is all she wrote, says the referee for this first half. It looked for a time, gentlemen, as if Heidelberg were going to put on a clinic today, and they may well have had 3 or 4 on the board. They didn't. That's matter of fact now, and on the public record. Port get one right on the cusp of half-time. It's game on HUFC TV this afternoon. It's going to be a ripper second half, I reckon.
Well,
and welcome back to HUFC TV, live and exclusive coverage of this round 14 NPL clash here at Olympic Village, Catalina Street headquarters. It's a beauty. It shapes as a beauty as we come out of the half-time break. Heidelberg leading the Port Melbourne Sharks. Warriors over the Sharks 2-1. Port goal just before half-time has slipped them a lifeline. I reckon we've got a beauty. So second half action about to come, brought to you by Windsor Management, our match day sponsor, Richdale Plastics. Let's rock and roll at Catalina Street as afternoon becomes evening and the Sharkies are in this up to their necks. Stephen Pace, no free kick. On the deck, Petrie, Chavo. Oh, they're going to be really up for it, aren't they, Port Melbourne?
Most definitely. I'll tell you what, like I said, the last 10 minutes of that game, they stepped up. A goal handball, says Ruben.
Only one arm there, Greg.
Only one hand again.
I don't get that joke. They would have gone in at half-time. They would have said, we've played poorly.
Yep.
But we've got the goal. We're in the game.
And they've played 120, and I'm just saying that fatigue, maybe it's came out of their legs, and it's time for them to pull the finger out and start being proactive. And they did in that last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and Heidelberg need to get back on track here and get that ball rolling, keep that intensity going as they've been playing and get another goal.
So the skipper and the Iceman launches it deep. Cahill was offside, knew about it, tossed up his hands, gave up the chase. So if you're just joining us for this second half, the 2 goal scorers, Adrian Zara grabbing the first on 10, JW the second, and Chavo launched a missile. Symes was the equal of it.
They got a bit lucky that time, did the Port Melbourne keeper, as the shot was a stinging shot, boys, and, well, could have bobbled anywhere, but just cushioned it well in front of him.
I tell you, Symes has conceded a couple, but he's put in a shift as well this afternoon, particularly over the first 30 minutes of the game. Heidelberg dominated.
Pinched there by Hall. Here he comes out with Lucas Way. Trackman down in front of us. He's travelling, cuts across. Not a bad run by Cahill. Great diagonal run, receives, looks for support, doesn't have it. Shimmy 1, shimmy 2, heads up. Can he pick someone out? Second bite of the cherry, drives her across the middle of the goals. 6-yard box for a throw in.
This famous Olympic Village Stadium in the northern suburbs of Melbourne.
Flick on.
Zara for Cahill.
Just couldn't get it out of his feet, could he?
He saw daylight, but he couldn't get it to ground.
Georgie yells for a push in the back.
Indeed. It's Jack Petrie, I think, with the right foot.
Basic
enough far post. And it was the barometer who's managed to edge onto the score sheet a couple of times this season. He doesn't mind getting forward, does the diminutive number 17.
Just couldn't get over it though, Blake. He could have, little ball there by Petrie, just couldn't punch it back across.
So
He hit us.
Matty Symes.
Great ball.
Gee, spotted a target in Zara, hit the target with pinpoint perfection. The Mexican, Chavo.
Corner kick, boys. Great ball across by Ruben Way, boys, on the replay.
How about it?
And Zara trying to pinpoint the cross, and Scava getting in there, but headed away off the Port Melbourne defender.
He got up ever so early there, didn't he? Just couldn't direct it where it needed to go.
What did I say, Mulcahy?
Yeah.
Well, they both got names, so they're similar. Thank you, John.
Yeah, I think Mulcahy back in the lineup.
Offside.
Oh, the up and under is on. Daniel Clark is in. Danger. Heidelberg scramble. It went yellow alert, red alert, and then Luke Bowles strides clear.
Well, another wake-up call that time, boys.
Should have been a goal. I'd like to see the replay because I reckon it might have been offside, but we'll go back to that later.
Let's check out who's going to get
9, Zara.
Theodoritis Petropoulos, safe hands. Off his
Zara or
ankles.
Hall is my guess.
Ruben.
Touch.
JW. Glancing header. Danger. Zara sweeps inside. Cahill outside.
Oh, what a goal.
Tom just hammers it. It's 3-1 Heidelberg, and Top Cat scores the first goal of the second half in emphatic fashion on 18 minutes. Great finish, Tom Cahill.
Yeah, you can see there on the replay if we can get that up again, boys.
Yep, 1 second.
And Caleb working hard there. As Zara picked up the ball, left it for Cahill, and rifles home that left foot shot with a strong drive.
Tell you what about Cahill there, the little back flick, dragged it round, great overlap and run in there. Twern pulled the trigger. What a great goal by the Burgers. Isn't it going to be the change of Zara?
A couple of times this afternoon, Top Cats had chances. I think he was really happy to bury that. We've got the change now.
Looks like Lewis Hall it might be, the number 6 I can see
6
there.
or 9.
So long striding Lewis Hall has had his time in the sun this afternoon, thanks to Windsor management, in a 3-1 game, and it'll be Obi-Wan Kenobi, number 15. He likes it tough, he likes it hard.
I think they just want to shore up that midfield there a bit more. Port Melbourne finding a bit of space still at the moment.
Paul O'Brien, the fresh legs, first change of the game for either side. 19 minutes away, Heidelberg 3-1. Cahill did well to bring that to ground. Zara, deep. Kiusis, awkward header clear. Well done, Ruben. Well done, Obi. Well done, Ruben. He copped it square in the chest.
Oh, dear.
Wow, and Ruben bought...
Keep an eye on Chris. He's running down.
Challenge. That was going to hurt. That was a shirt front.
He's all right.
That was a shirt front.
He'll get up. He rode that well. That'll hurt.
It'll
sting.
Bang.
Well, just went right through the back of him.
So Ruben off the deck, he's okay. And I reckon it's going to be our 4th goal scorer potentially.
It's
Chris. It's going to be, this time we've had a defender, a midfielder and a forward. Now we're going to our goalkeeper, who's now the go-to penalty taker here.
Like Georgie's wondering, yellow card, red card, no cards.
So Chris Theodorides Petropoulos, who is 2 from 2 from the spot this season.
And they've both been to his right and the goalkeeper's left, so let's see if he keeps that target up.
Symes faces off against the hyphenator, and it is the latter with style who wins the duel of the goalkeepers and makes it 4-0
and looks like
on 68 minutes. So we've had a player from every line in the team getting a goal. There he is, Theodorides Petropoulos. Great penalty, emphatic penalty.
And that's his 3rd for the season, boys. So he's moving up the ranks in the goal-scoring department.
Tell you what, no keeper in the land would have got that one. Hammered into the left-hand side.
Although the way Chris has been playing this year, I'd back Chris to beat himself. Penalty situation.
If that were physically possible, I guess you're right.
And it's going to be another change. We get our first look at Attila Offley, the big man from Hume, recently signed. He will replace the Mexican Adrian Zara with 21 minutes remaining in regulation in a 4-1 game. So we were wringing our hands and anxious for a time, but 4-1. I don't want to call it too early, but I'm calling it game over.
You think
at
so,
this
boys?
Point. JW with the header into space. O'Brien has his arm tugged. Outside of the boot was really cheeky by Obi. Chavo with the cut back. Cahill, bang, 5. And Top Cat gets his 2nd team goal. Thumbs up, great stuff. And the Burgers ice the cake.
Well, take a bow, Obi. What a lovely through ball there that time. Through to Chavo, lovely cut back. He had time to have a cup of tea there, Dougie.
He had a cup of tea, a scone, the Mars bar. But I'll tell you what about Alex's ball back?
Yep.
You talked about O'Brien's great through ball, lovely waiter, but Alex's ball pinpointing. He's hit Cahill on the foot, and he's been lucky enough, take a touch, piggy spot, and the ball's in the back of net. That's brilliant football by the Heidelberg.
Precision, surgical precision that time, boys. And 5-1.
76 minutes.
There will be... a multitude of reasons for Heidelberg
and that's his
fans, for Heidelberg fans to celebrate this evening, Jay Fott, because so far it's 5-1, and now it is the return of Sean Ellis.
And Alex Garbo taking a well-earned rest. What a way to finish off your spell on the game, Dougie, with a superb cutback ball and 5-1 to the Burgers. And in the meantime, Port Melbourne have made a substitution as well. Number 13, Shabani coming on for number 3, Chris Kiusis.
So, wonder if I just unplugged this, what would happen? And
I think Spielberg might have heart palpitations.
Oh, Sean Ellis, first touch through
Nice
the gap.
one.
Cahill on a hat trick.
Go on,
Cahill.
son.
Oh, great save, goal!
And the follow-up.
Shawnee
Goodness gracious me.
What a welcome
back. I'm
Second
back. I'm bad. And I'm here to tell you I am Sean Ellis.
Well, good refereeing
It's
that
6-1.
time. Good refereeing because he played the advantage that time. Ruben Way came down. Powerful shot, and Sean Ellis says, thank you very much.
You can't go wrong if you're a Heidelberg supporter there. You've got either Tommy Cahill getting a hat trick or you've got Shawnee Ellis returning to the senior team and bagging one within about 3 or 4 minutes of coming onto the ground.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
6-1 last time against Kingston a fortnight
yep.
ago, and 6-1 again. They're just really making this Olympic Village a real nightmare to visit for opposition.
And George Kasaka is currently setting up the banana lounge. He's going to sit back and order a latte and
Cup of tea.
just let it go, let it go.
That has to be the most hubristic commentary I've heard all season.
We're into the last 30 seconds of stoppage time. We're happy and friendly up here at 6-1, and that man, Sean Ellis, who's just powered onto the screen against his fellow number 19, Daniel Clark. And that is offside. So we are.
That was that man with the flag.
Building up for the big climax as we tend
So
to
the
do.
3 points now, does that propel the Burgers to the top, or how are we looking at?
Still third, but 2 games in hand.
You got the catch-up game on Wednesday.
On
as
Wednesday
well.
night against Boulogne. You're staying down as the referee waves the checkered flag. It's all over, and by a distance, by the length of the Flemington Straight, the Warriors get home over Port here at Catalina Street, first Sunday of winter. Final scoreline: Heidelberg 6, Port Melbourne 1. All on the score sheet. I won't go through it sequentially. It's just Chris Theodoridis Petropoulos gets another pen, third in recent weeks. JW got 1. The Little Mexican got 1. Top Cat got 2. And Sean Ellis returns to the senior team off the bench and gets a 6th in a red letter afternoon.